Good morning, everyone. Corinne from Mama's Little Lambs. This morning, I'm going to be sharing with you some things I got from christianbooks.com, and I'll be back to let you know what they are. Welcome back, everyone. Today, I'm going to share with you some things that I got for my 5-year-old. He is very excited to be doing school with Sissy this year, and she is going to 9th grade. We will have some things that we will do in the morning basket together and some read alouds and Bible and things like that. But he is excited. We were talking about her history, and Mason loves covered wagons and he loves horses. And so I thought, what a perfect opportunity to talk to him about the time period that those items were used. So we are going to be talking about Pioneer Days, and I'm going to share with you the books that I got and then a few enrichments to go along with them. So let's go ahead and get started. The group of books I got were my first Little House books. And I love the Little House series, and I used to watch Little House on the Prairie and still do when I see it on there. I don't watch much TV, but when I see this program, man, it's one of my favorite. And I do have a DVD set of the series, like the whole set I got for a Christmas gift. So those are always fun to watch. But in this series, there are 14 different books. And this is my first Little House book. So this is for younger. They're a lot shorter, but they have, I don't know if you can see those right there. These are the titled ones that they have. Now, I got all of them with this group from christianbooks.com. Just from Christian Books. I'm sorry, I didn't need to add the .com. But anyways, I was looking at the catalog and just read what it stated across there, so forgive me. But so from Christian Books, I ordered it. It said 14, but when I received them, a couple of them were out of stock. So I ordered them from Amazon. So we will have the full set, and which is fine because they'll be here in the next few days and we don't need them quite yet. But I just absolutely love these books. And I'm just going to go through which ones we got. So we have Winter Days in the Big Woods, The Deer in the Big Woods, Country Fair, Summertime in the Big Woods, Dance at Grandpa's, Going to Town, A Little Prairie House, Winter on the Farm, Going West, A Little House Birthday, Prairie Day, and then Sugar Snow. The ones that I am missing are Christmas in the Big Woods and then A Farmer Boy Birthday. So those are the two that I did order. But I just love these books, and I just, the illustrations are beautiful. They look so pretty. I really like them. I don't know if they show up as nice, but they're super beautiful inside, all of them. And I think Mason's really going to enjoy these. They're just great. I love their happy faces, and it just goes through some of the things that they do, like making butter. And we made butter, and we're going to do that again. Going to make butter. They're talking about baking and helping their mama, so that's something. I love my children helping me in the kitchen, so that's something we'll do. They have some things that they're sewing here, which I think it's important for kids to learn that. And then it talks about their papa and just how special, music is in their home and just family time. So I really find these really wholesome, and I really love these books. And you can just see the love that the family has for one another, and just reading together, and just all the great things that we enjoy doing. So I was so excited to do and get these books for Mason. It talks about in the back, on the very back page, Little House books tell the story of a little pioneer girl and her family as they traveled by covered wagon across the Midwest. Laura Ingalls Wilder Classic books, illustrated with Garth Williams' timeless artwork, have been cherished by millions of readers ever since they were first published over 60 years ago. Renee Graff received her bachelor's degree in art from the University of Wisconsin in Madison. She is the illustrator of the Paper Doll and Kirsten books in the American Girl collection. She lives in Milwaukee, Wisconsin with her husband Tim and their children Maggie and Maxfield. So just a little insight on their stories. I did do some research, and some of these are fiction, but there were some that were true stories, like on the shores of Plum Creek, and different ones were actual true stories. So that's just kind of good to know. But I just think this time period and living in this era, it's just such a beautiful time, and I just want Mason to experience that. So some of the things that I got, it says, if you traveled west in a covered wagon. And this is a chapter book, but it goes through and it talks about the Oregon Trail, and it just takes you through, has little maps in here, has different pictures along the way, and then all the covered wagons and how they group together. It does talk about children it's talked about were they schooled when they traveled in their covered wagons. And it said yes, like after lunch or after dinner, kids would get in a group, and the older people would teach them. So the parents would teach the children. So I thought about that will be good for Mason because it's homeschooling. It's a way that no matter where you go, you can always be learning. And it just has some cool illustrations in here. So I did really like this. That's really pretty with the flag. So I'm excited for Mason to use this. So this is just, an enrichment book that we will use. And then also Pioneer Days. This is American Kids in History. So it's discover the past with fun projects, games, activities, and recipes. And it's during the Pioneer Day time. And it talks about like making breads. It talks about friendly neighbors, crafts they did. So we're going to make like a strawberry shrub, and it's going to just all different things. They're ice for drinks and foods, and just all different kinds of lemonade they made. Hay time. It talks about summer. It talks about the winter. It talks about different crafts and games they played, and just, the sewing. It talks about patchwork and how to tie knots. So there's just some really great fun things in here that we're going to do, and, doing some of the recipes. And like I said, we will go through and make the butter again. I did that with my daughter, so Mason will be excited to do that. Just talks about drying flowers and how they did things, and just stoneware and how they dealt with cracks in them and how they use them still afterwards, and how we just throw them away now, but they were different. And just goes through the different seasons too, which I liked. And I like this picture here. Shows, whoops, sorry, an old, I don't know if you can see it or not, an old cabin. And it's just really neat. The introduction is just moving west during the 1800s. American pioneers moved farther and farther west, exploring the land and exploring the U.S. Frontier. They cleared the forests, plowed, and planted fields for crops and to build log cabins. So pioneer families faced a hard life. So I just am excited for this book too, because there's, like I said, the projects, the games, activities, and recipes will be fun to share with Mason. Another thing that I am going to use with Mason, because Sissy has a timeline, she is going to be studying American history for ninth grade. And so we are going to have a timeline, and I kind of put a little mark here, and I'll show Mason, on the atlas, how they traveled, where they went, give him a little geography in with this. And then this shares about the covered wagon, and it gives you different time periods. So we will use this book for that. And then also, like I said, an atlas for geography, just so he knows where they were, the areas they're talking about. Because like I said, the one book had the map, and I want to show him on a bigger map. And I think he's really going to enjoy it. And these books are, like I said, they're just a treasure. I just love all of them. I think they're just absolutely wonderful, beautiful. I love all the colors. I love everything about them. So I'm excited to share those with him. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, just leave it in the comments below and I'll try to answer any of those for you. If you like this, give me a big thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed and would like to, go ahead and hit that button to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you'll know when I'm doing other videos. I will be coming back doing Mason's 2021 curriculum choices for this year, which this will be part of. I just want to kind of do a flip through with this real quick. So I hope, like I said, you've enjoyed this. I hope you have a beautiful day. And I want to leave you with a scripture. You will keep in perfect peace all who trust in you, all whose thoughts are fixed on you. Isaiah 26:3. God is so good. And as long as we are close to him and our minds are fixed on him, things are going to be amazing. So thank you again. May God richly bless you on this Wednesday. Bye-bye now.